Yo, yo, what up? Welcome to today's live stream, guys. We'll start by looking at some higher time frame stuff. I'm pretty excited for this week. I honestly think that the volatility will start to pick up a little bit. Um, here's the thing. Like, if you just take a look at this, I mean, since Wednesday, prices sort of just hung out here and hasn't done a whole lot. So, with that said, I really do expect for something to happen, whether it's a move down or a move up, and we can look at, reasons as to why either one might happen. Um, right now I'm generally favoring a move up. I'm long BTC and I'm long Litecoin. Uh, I'm still in my short from the Pico top at 31.7 on BTC. I have no intention on closing that for quite some time here. So what we'll do is we will go ahead and take a look at our higher time frame chart and kind of just see where we're at. So, I pointed this out a long time, and I just really like to talk about it, generally speaking. I had pretty much said, price is in sort of this macro channel you can see here. And we broke down, back tested it, and got our move down. I'd said this so many times, support, flip to resistance. How obvious would this be in hindsight to short here? It was. We took the short. I'm still in it. I have no intention in closing it. And I think that that's going to be the high on the bear market rally. Okay. The next thing that we were looking at here, if we go ahead and zoom in down to our daily time frame, something I really wanted to see was, sort of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for an A, B, C formation. And what that would be looking like, if we go ahead and pull from here to here, you can see this would be like around the 618 zone, as well as this untapped monthly. I think that that looks really good for kind of a retracement up, and then for massive continuation to the downside, primarily targeting that 27.2, but who knows how low we could go. Okay. So when we do get into the zone, if and when we do get into this zone, I'm going to be heavily looking to short. I would like this to preferably piggyback off of some good news. I would really like to see everybody get really bullish, call for 32, 35K, 40K, a lot of longs pouring in, etc., right? Okay, so very, very similar to like the attitude that we saw up here, where, the XRP case, won something over on the SEC or whatever, and everyone was super bullish and said we're going to go to 1 million. And then of course I'm sitting there shorting and we dump. Great. So this is still my plan, and I just always want to remind you guys, of my macro outlook here. So then that way we don't get too caught up in these lower time frame moves, okay? And I do think that this monthly here is a pretty key kind of area, right? We sort of had this nice little monthly here that that we are holding right now, and on a daily time frame, and I would like to see us hold this, get this move up here, and then have continuation to the downside. That is my preferred scenario, okay? So with that said, we can go ahead and pull up our kind of our lower time frame chart. Actually, I'm going to go back to a daily time frame. So let's see here, Saturday the 26th. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, early next week. Yeah. All right, so I see everybody on the timeline loves this trend line. Everybody on the timeline is posting this trend line. It's absolutely insane how much I'm seeing this trend line on crypto Twitter. I don't know if you guys recall, but I had this trend line drawn and I was sharing it with you guys before this dip even happened, right? I pulled it from here. Price was coming up here. We got this dip down, and this trend line helped us long here when everybody was, super, super bearish. Again, you know, right over here, we use this trend line to long here, caught virtually the Pico bottom on this move for, you know, the move up to then 31K. I think that this is exhausting its usefulness. I think that way too many people are using it right now. And what I don't understand is how, you know, on other people's charts, I don't know if it's, let me, must be because they're on log scale. Yeah, so if you're on log scale and you know, move this over like this, you know, you can see that price is coinciding now with this trend line on log. All right. In my opinion, this would be the final bounce for this trend line. I'm not going to be holding my breath for this trend line anymore. All right, so back on, I'm going to get off log scale. Okay. So why don't we go through and update our chart a little bit? I don't think there's going to be a whole lot for us to do, but here's what I want to point out to you guys. This channel, extremely well respected, untapped monthly level. We can see that those levels sort of coincide in this zone. Might not be a bad area to do something like this and then, you know, kind of get that move down. You know, really, this is sort of what I'm looking for right now, and we can, again, we'll kind of come back and review all of that. But for now, let's go ahead and we'll clean up my charts a little bit, and we'll come back to this and just take a look at what we have and go from there. All right. So this, I want to point this out to you guys. Like, I feel like, and I should have said something in the Discord. It was my birthday this last week, so I've been like drunk and like, you know, kind of paying attention to the charts, but like not so much that I would want to be sharing my setups. So we had this like, I had this really nice trend line drawn here. You can see that we've basically tapped it 3 different times. So whenever I see something like this and we're just going like this, I'm like, okay, I bet we're going to hold the 618 or the 66 rather, get the move down, tap the trend line, and then bounce. So, you know, I had the foresight ahead of time to set limit orders at 29,100. So when we got this dip down, my longs filled. I added some longs, and, you know, so far so good, right? I'd posted last week, I'm long on the 618 from here. And I said, this was on Friday, I said, I'm not really comfortable taking longs on a Friday or opening any position on a Friday. I'm going to add more if given the opportunity after the weekly close. So we go ahead and look at the chart. Weekly close is right here. We get this dip literally right into weekly open. Boom, dip. My longs filled here. Boom, great. Okay, cool. And you know, now we saw this really nice move up, and of course I'm looking for some degree of continuation to the upside, where we sweep these highs, get up to this monthly area. So that's where I'm long from. You know, I longed in here. I got longs filled in here, and I'm just looking to, you know, simply trade it higher, you know, back to that 30K, 31K kind of zone. All right. And you can see, like, what I did here is I had this fib time, and you can see it sort of almost marks when these are going to happen. Yeah, okay. So I can get rid of that trend line now. This is my long position that I'm currently in. This 618, I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't really want it or need it right now. Yeah, so this is generally my plan still. I'm just going to get rid of all of this. We don't really need it. So we got this sweep just like we were looking for. We got the move up. Great. Consolidation, looking for continuation. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's look at these trend lines. This is an interesting trend line. I really don't care about it though. Okay, so this is our untapped monthly. Not sure what that's doing there. Yeah, so we sort of have this downwards channel here. Okay. That's not a real harmonic. Don't know what that is. Okay. All right. All right, so yeah, we talked about this earlier. This is still somewhat intact. I can go ahead and actually just move some of this over. Oops. Okay. Oh, let's see here. It's a really nice channel. You can see we've been bouncing off the bottom of this channel here. All right. Rejected from the midline a couple times. Yeah, you know what? Those of you that loves to trade channels. I mean, this is all I'm looking for, guys. I long the bottom of the channel. I long the 618 back test. I'm just looking for a move to the top of the channel. All I want is this. And then we can go ahead and, maybe look for some kind of move down. That's literally it. To my channel traders out there, this is to a T. This is really all that I'm looking for here. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm just curious to see if, let's go ahead and get rid of this. And I want to pop this up. Okay. So that coincides. Oh God. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take that long. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take that long. So yeah, this is a beautiful channel. Very, very well respected at the midline and at the tops and the bottoms. Held the bottom perfectly four different times. I mean, what more could you ask for, right? For such a great long opportunity. Yeah, taking profit at the midline, move down. Now we're looking for a continuation to hit that top. Okay, cool. Go ahead and hide that. Yeah, so I drew this out a very long time ago, and it kind of followed the plan. I deviated from this plan in here because I was looking for one more move up. I wasn't really satisfied with this, so I'm actually just going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of that too. Let's see. There's a lot going on in here. We don't need this anymore. Don't need this. Don't need that. We did tap this NPOC down here, so that's great. That we were looking for value area up here. The 618, or I'm sorry, the H6 order block here held a support. So this is all good. Yeah, I mean, this is, I wanted to take a long from this zone, kind of a local long here. Super messy falling wedge. Very, very messy falling wedge. This is about as bad as it gets. Okay, cool. We'll hang on to that for now. My long plan generally from this lower area, obviously that's going to take much more time to get down there than previously expected, so that's not on the radar. Also, if we were to start, if we like lost this level here and then lost this level, I doubt that we would come down and bounce. I actually think that we would probably just go down to here. So FYI, you know, if you're not aware of this, this is kind of my, you know, I'm looking for something down here if this area is lost. We're inevitably going here before the bear market rally high is in. We're inevitably going here, in my opinion. So yeah, it's just a matter of time. Short plan, we haven't gotten here yet. This is, you know, I kind of wanted to see something like this for a short. So like if I will actually go like this. You know, I don't know. I doubt we'll go that high anymore. Honestly, this trade probably looks a little bit more like this now. Say it looks something like that. Generally what I'm looking for here. Right? This is sort of my long plan, or my short plan, I'm sorry, to compound my short that I took from up here. So keep that in mind. You can see long, short, my two kind of zones. Right now we're just ranging in between. This is my macro short. I'm still in this position. Still in this position. No intention on closing it anytime soon. All right. 31 value area. Bounced right off of the previous range val. Not surprising there. Wow, this is super, super well respected. It's pretty crazy how well respected this all is, actually. Look at that rejection from the point of control perfectly twice. Bounce right from the previous range value area low. Yeah, now we're gunning for this previous range value area high, in my opinion. Yeah, look at that too, boy. Just crazy respect. Okay. What are we at for time? 20 minutes. Okay, cool. We're gonna continue to update here, and we'll do an analysis, and we'll move on. But right now, we can see we're getting a nice little pump here, so this is looking good for our longs. All right, so I want to go to. Pretty sure I updated previous month. Let's just double check. I did not, so that's good. We'll go ahead and do that. Previous month low has been swept. Previous month high, obviously we do not want to get swept. And the monthly open, let's go down to a lower time frame. I just want to take a peek at these levels. All right. All right. Okay. Looks great. Let's hop on our weekly open, high, low. And we'll go ahead and update these levels. Low, open, high. So yes, definitely looking for a sweep of this previous week high. We'll go ahead down to our lower time frame here. Yes, this is looking good. Looking good. I like it. I like it. I like it. Again, if price breaks through here, I don't think we sweep it like this. I actually think we would drop if this was lost. So just something to keep in mind. This looks great. Love this. All right. Let's go ahead and look at our monthly. Just want to be sure I have all that updated. Yep. So we have our monthly here. Looks good. And then we, of course, have our monthly down here. So price is currently trading in between two untapped monthly levels. Very significant. All right, let's look at our weekly here. We do have a new weekly. It's kind of sort of been tapped. I'm not really crazy about it. This one's kind of already been tapped. Yeah. I'm not gonna mark that. Yeah, I don't really care to mark that. Okay. Not interested in that one. No, no. Do have a daily here. Not really relevant right now. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some point of controls. Last month, untapped point of control 30,250. Virtually already tapped. I'm not going to mark it out. I think that we already have those levels marked close enough. This one I have marked out on the chart. Okay, cool. No weekly naked point of control with the exception of the one down here, which again, not particularly relevant. Daily point of controls. We do have one at 29,750. I consider this one tapped. I'm surprised it's not on this. I'm not gonna mark this one. I don't think it's gonna bear a lot of weight in the future here for the charts. Okay. Shorts piling in, could see those get liquidated. If we have continuation to the upside, previous day high, we're about to sweep. Decent amount of longs trapped at the low, have a nice buying tail there, so this does look good for continuation to the upside. Break up above 29,430 zone, and we should see some nice continuation. Yeah, we do have that DNPOC at 29,750, 775, but again, I'm not really. I'm personally not concerned about that right now. Okay. So nothing really there. I do want to put our previous week back on. I think that that's quite relevant. Previous week high, previous week low. Where is our monthly open? Hmm. 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 Huh, huh, huh. Hmm. Trying to decide if this upwards channel is really all that relevant to me right now. Okay, well, here's my okay. All right. So here's what I think. Not really a whole lot has changed. Okay, not surprising. We've been range bound for a while. All right. So I'm long from what is right around the 618, and I'm looking to trade it up to, basically this zone. All right. This is kind of where I'm looking to compound and add to my short. All right. So we have this untapped monthly 618 zone here. I could see something like where we come up, sweep the previous week high, come back down, and then, do one more for good measure and then kind of get this move down. So I'm definitely looking to add and take a short position, around this monthly and around the 618 here, as I've kind of pointed out. Let's see here, using this here, this level is no longer relevant. Let's get rid of that. So doing something like this, right? This is kind of what I'm looking for in a short. All right, this to get this move up, kind of somewhere in here, whatever, add to my short, and then get a move down. So, then that's my short plan. Okay, I'm looking to long into this area, close my longs, flip short, and trade it significantly lower. Okay, because generally speaking, I'm bearish. So I know that I've been longing quite a bit in here. Plus, I've been longing some alts. We could take a 2-second look at that. Well, really, I'm just longing a retracement. Okay, I'm longing a retracement into a place that I can take a swing short. And for me on BTC, that's this zone. So I'm definitely going to be looking for a sweep at the previous week high, tap this untapped monthly here, as well as possibly hitting this 618. And that'll give us a wave 1, wave 2, and then we'll go ahead and look for a move down for then our wave 3, which should be a pretty strong move to the downside. Okay. If we do get a move down and these lows are swept, well, as a matter of fact, what I'm trying to say is that if this level is lost here, if we get a move down like this, I don't think that we're going to sweep these lows. I think we're going to break them and have continuation to the downside. So that's worth keeping in mind. Okay. That said, like I said, I'm currently long and I'm looking to long back up to that 30K area where I'm going to then short. Okay. Simple as that. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the Discord. But generally, like I said, this is the plan I'm looking for. We could take a very brief look at LTC as well. This is another one oh my God, I just like have been longing this left and right. So I was long in here, took some profit in here, added to a long here, got stopped out here, longed my stop loss because I'm just so damn confident that we are going to get a move up. Got this nice move up, closed some of my long here, and compound added to my long here, and now I'm looking to trade it up to the previous month low as well as the midline. Okay, this is where I'll take profit and I'll be done longing Litecoin for a while. Okay, like for me, boom, this is good. Maybe even flip short, but like, yeah, this is just what I'm looking for. Once we hit this, my itch to long Litecoin will be done for a while. Okay, so that's my current setup on LTC. Here's kind of the long plan that I shared in the Discord quite a bit in advance in terms of time. And I'm still long and in this position. As you can see, price got this back test here, bounced perfectly off of the bottom of the channel here, held the 618, and now we're seeing, you know, some degree of a pump, possibly continuation to the upside. All right, Matic. I've been out of this Matic position for a while. You know, we longed. Gosh, I don't know. I longed in here, got the move up here. Did we long? I don't know. I can't remember. I've been out of this for a while. I have not been trading Matic for some time. As a matter of fact, I'm more or less waiting to short Matic, and I would like to do that a little bit higher up. You know, we can see we have this sideways channel here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff. We have this massive sideways channel up here. I basically just want to back test the bottom of it and then, you know, look to trade it lower. So that's it. Solana, again, you know, I haven't been in Solana in a while. Go down to a lower time frame. I longed Solana here, you know, closed it somewhere in here, actually on accident. Took a scalp short from here to here, closed that out. We can see we got this nice sweep up and now another move down and possibly another move up. And for the time being, I'm done with Solana. I do think it can go higher. I'm not really interested in messing around with this right now until I see a little bit more of a clear setup. So I think that's about it. Like I said, my only active trades are long LTC, looking for about that 87 mark. And then again, I'm long BTC, looking for that 30.4 zone. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the Discord. I see you're asking about the fib channel setting. You asked me about that on YouTube. I posted to go check out. It's around 19 minutes on that specific fib retracement or fib channel tutorial. I already told you where to find it. You can go ahead, look on there, pause the video, and it'll all be right there for you. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, again, if you guys have any questions, I'm really excited. I think we're going to have a little action this week. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and just take a brief look here. So we have, what's going on this week here? So retail sales tomorrow morning. Okay, so we might get a little volatility out of that. The FOMC meeting minutes are on Wednesday. Again, people often get confused. This is not another FOMC meeting. This is a much smaller event. This is just the meeting minutes. So the last meeting, you know, this will kind of give us a look behind the doors to see what they all discussed. Okay, so that's what we have for this week. Again, I think just from looking at the charts, I think that we've been consolidating for a really long time here. I think that we got a really nice sweep. And now if there was going to be a time for us to get that move up, I think that this would kind of be around the right time for it to happen. So that's what I'm looking for this week. All right, guys, as always, thank you for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Again, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the Discord.